What's good? It's your boy auntie, and this is episode number 4. So we're gonna kick back off. I'm transferring junior colleges. I'm going to Cerritos College out in Norwalk, California, which is not too far away. We were in the same division as Pasadena City Lancers, so I'll be playing my old team eventually. So this is 2013, and I've transferred to Cerritos College, and the main reason why I transferred was because of the financials. Like, I was struggling financially and living out there paying rent, food, school, insurance. It took a lot of toll on the financial side of things with my family back home. So because the goal was only for me to be there for 1 year. My understanding was be there for 1 year, get my scholarship, transfer. But I found out that wasn't the case and had to get the associate's degree. So the financial side of things, I did not plan to be there longer than 1 year. So I had to talk with my family back home, my parents and my family in New Zealand, and let them know the situation and the process that I have to go through. I have to get my associate's degree before I can transfer. And they, as hard as it is financially, as the bank account isn't that good, my family supported me all the way through. They said, look, we believe in you, we believe in your dreams, and they said, look, we'll find a way to get the financial side taken care of. So I transferred to Cerritos College. I have, for me to save money, my family, my extended family, my auntie Tala and auntie Millie invited me to come live with them. So I was living in Anaheim. I was back at Anaheim and going to school at Cerritos. At the time, to travel to Cerritos, it would take probably about 2.5 hours on public transport. It was probably like a half an hour walk to the bus stop. Then I had to catch another 2 buses. And then you gotta factor in the waiting time, because you don't want to miss a bus, because if you miss a bus, that's another half an hour delay. So it took about 2.5 hours just to get to school when I transferred to Cerritos. But you gotta do what you gotta do. This is part of the process, part of the adversity that I had to overcome. I made the decision to change schools. It was a bit more difficult to get to school, but it paid off in the long run. So that first year I transferred to Cerritos College, I had to redshirt. So redshirt season means you have to take the year off for you to work on your schoolwork and get your grades up and work more towards getting your associate's degree. You still train with the team, you still are part of the team, but you just don't get to play. You can also use the redshirt season as if you get injured before the season. So in 2013, I redshirted, and I used that opportunity to move back to defense. So I wanted to take another shot at defensive line. So I was working with the defense, and I was enjoying it there. I was pretty much trying to be that all-American scout team. Put me anywhere, coach. I'll go anywhere. I'll play anything. I just want to play and compete so I can get better. And that was just my whole mentality during my redshirt season. So during the redshirt season, when I was an all-American practice squad scout team guy, I had an opportunity to go against Elijah Penny. So Elijah was one of the best running backs in JuCo at the time. He was a big back, he used to run through people. So it was good to go against him, because it tested me. If I could be able to make plays on him and tackle him, it was confidence in myself. So if you don't know much about Elijah Penny, so Elijah Penny is the fullback for the New York Giants at the moment. So, and he also is the older brother of Rashad Penny, who's a running back for Seattle Seahawks. So those guys are local boys from Norwalk, and yeah, it was a good opportunity to be able to just play and practice against him. And so my auntie Millie used to work out in Carson, and she used to wake up and go to work probably like 4 or 5 in the morning. So some days I would catch a ride with her to get to school, because it was a lot easier just to get driven to school on her way to work. So I would get to school probably like 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, and it was still pitch black. I was the only person at school, but luckily the student lounge was still open. So I would just go in there, and put all the single chairs together, so it's like a long bed, and I'll just go to sleep. So I'll sleep there until my class would be like in 8 in the morning, and then I just go to the toilets, wash my face, brush my teeth, and then head off to class. And that happened a lot. So I would go to school early. I was first person at school, and usually during the season and during the off season too, after practice, I would be one of the last people to leave because I had to catch the bus home because my auntie Millie would finish work late. So I'll probably catch the bus around 7:30, and that would be another 2.5 hour trip to get home to Anaheim. So yeah, it was a long day, like 5:30, get home probably like 10:30. It was long days, but it was just one of those things you had to do. Like I said, you're out there on your own. This is a goal of mine, and this is the challenges and hurdles in the way, so I had to overcome these. There was really no other option for me to figure out. Just to get to school on time, that was one of the things I had to work on, was my discipline on waking up. When I was at Pasadena, I lived close to school, and I was always late to class, and I was like living right next to school. But at Cerritos, I really had no time to spare to get to school. So I was up early. I made sure I didn't miss the bus, and just to get to school. And when I was taking my bicycle with me, you can put your bicycles on the front of the buses. So if there was already 2 bikes on the bus, I have to wait another half an hour until the next bus comes. So some nights I'll get home really late because there's already too many bikes on the bus, and I'll have to just wait. But it also gave me time to work on my homework. So while I was on the bus, on the long bus ride home, I'll just work on my homework, study, write down my notes, and just use my time effectively, because that's just what I had to do. I told myself I had to do better in the classroom, and that's what I did. I had to apply myself in the classroom. The same work ethic and discipline I had on the football field, I had to translate that to the classroom. Because as you remember, I failed one of my math classes at Pasadena, and there was a lot of money wasted. So I wasn't gonna let that happen again. So I used my football work ethic into the classroom, and it paid off. Like at high school in Australia, in my life, I think I've never got an A in any classes. But once I started applying myself in the classroom, I was getting A's. I was getting A's in my English classes. I was getting A's in political science, my sociology classes. So it all was just effort and understanding how I learned and how I studied, and the method of learning for myself. And that was a part of my growth and part of my learning experience.